Hey everyone, if you tuned into the Zexal live show, you'll know that we didn't get the outcome that we were hoping for, but we still found it to be a fun and rewarding experience. Except for Joe winning again, of course. We still had a great time nonetheless. So let me take you through my thought processes and perspectives before, during, and after the live show. Here is the deck that we decided to play, everyone. It is the live show iteration of my 60-card Dragon Ruler deck from 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. I decided to play this deck because we had so much fun playing it for the 2 weeks that we got to. Even though it didn't win either of those weeks, this was the most fun that we had in Zexal, and to be honest, with me and everyone else not putting that much thought, effort into progression playoffs recently because of Master Duel, I just wanted to go in with something fun and that I knew I was going to enjoy, even if it wasn't the truly optimized list. And come on, I wanted to get that 60 card bad end for the live show. That would have been so cool. And it's not like the deck was terrible, it was actually pretty good. So let me bring you through the cards if you do not remember all of them. So we have 2 Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, our 2 Blaster, 3 Sparks, 2 Cockadoodle-Doo. I really wish that I read this card. The entire Hazy Flame package that we own, that's 3 Cerberus, 1 Periton, and 3 Sphinx. The Hazy Flames are one of my favorite archetypes in the entirety of Zexal, and with 60 card, 58 monster, there was no way that I was going to pass up playing Sphinx again. And we get to play Periton, which was banned before. Rank 6 spam, baby, it's awesome. We did decide to play the Aberconway as a search target for the banished Dragon Ruler of Storms. It's Hieratic Dragon Ruler, so we get to put all of the Hieratics, the full Hieratic suite, back into the deck. We've got 3 Esset, 3 Nebthet, 2 Nuit, 3 Sue, and 3 Tefnuit, 3 Dragon Ruler of Drafts, 2 Light Ray Sorcerer. This was going to be the corner turner in the Mecha Phantom Beast Dragon Ruler Dracosac matchup. This card outs Dracosac. The game should go long enough to see all of those light dragons put in that remove from play zone so that I can get out Light Ray Sorcerer and be able to accrue a bunch of advantage with that. Deck is so toolboxy monster spammy, and this is how we were going to out indestructible monsters. 3 copies of our Deckmaster Pokey Draco, could not play without this card. 3 Pebbles, 1 Boulders, 3 Joseph Rothschild Dragon, the 1 Storms, 3 Wyver Burster. Our normal Dragon Suite, we decided to play 1 Sun Dragon Overlord and 1 Watt-tailed Dragon. And then the 3 monster slots, 1 Sacred Sword. The only trap that we're playing different is the Dimension Slice. Really good in a deck like this as it's all special summoning and it's removal option for indestructible monsters. And then our 3 Dragon Carnation. In the side deck, we have 2 Synchros to make Cockadoodle plays with, Angel of Zera and Crimson Blader. Both pretty good. Angel of Zera summons itself after it is removed from play. Really cool. Would have been really cool to get value out of this with the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. And Crimson Blader, as you saw during the game, almost won an entire game against Leah, but we should have read Cockadoodle-Doo. Our 1 banned Gauntlet Launcher, 2 Atom, we never got to go into it, but it's absolutely nuts in this deck. Exabeetle, Feral Imps, Ragna Zero, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. I wish I read this card as well, because as you will see, as you did see, and as you will see, this could have just won the game instantly. OTK'd against Danny. Leviathan Dragon, Galaxy Tomahawk that we never got to go into, unfortunately. This was our Dragon Ruler XYZ that we never had access to because all of the Dragon Rulers were banned by the time this came out. Chronomaly Atlantis, number 7 Lucky Straight, and Rhapsody in Berserk. So that's the deck. I had a ton of fun playing the deck, and all of you who are like, Gavin, play less monsters, screw you. I had fun. The deck is good, and I will show you that the games were actually not that bad, so let's go ahead and look at them right now. Our game 1 was against Leah. Let's fast forward and see what we got here. So we win the die roll, so let's pause. Time for the Gavin Knox opening hand analysis. We've got Cockadoodle-Doo, White Dragon, Wyver Burster, Schwartz Limit Dragon, Dimension Slice, second Cockadoodle-Doo, and Pokey Draco. Now, while this does not give us access to a Dragon Ruler, we are quite happy with this hand. we get to go into Cock-a-doodle-doo Pokedraco, get that Pokedraco search, go into Leviathan Dragon, make it a 2500, set that Dimension Slice, and we think that we are sitting quite well. We've got a bunch of dragons already in rotation, a Pokedraco search off, and a pretty beefy individual staring down our opponent, Leah. Leah's opening hand is Fire Fist, Bear, Hazy Pillar, Burner, Hazy Pillar, Periton, and Griffin. Oh my god. Leah's opening hand was insane. Oh my god. Leah's going to go ahead, Hazy Pillar, summon Periton, pitching Griffin. I may have pitched Bear. Oh no, because Leah wanted to leave up another fire in hand to go into Blaster. Leah's a sack and hits the Sphinx. It was Hydra Sphinx off of Periton, goes in Sphinx effects. She hits the Cerberus like a sack, goes into Basiltrix, uses Hydra's effect to add Sphinx. Basiltrix is going to banish our dragon. Oh man, in hindsight, I really wish she banished this because this is going to really screw us over. Leah gets in for 2k and then goes into Blaster. Really insane opening hand for Leah. We have never read Cock-a-doodle-doo in our life, and so we make what would have been an insane play. That's Cock-a-doodle-doo for what we believe to be level 4. Schwartz Limit, Tribute Schwartz Limit for Nebthet. Summon Wyverburster by banishing our Schwartz Limit. Synchro the 4-star Cock-a-doodle-doo with Wyverburster for Crimson Blader. Get Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, summon Black Dragon Collapse Serpent for itself, Dimension Slice the Basiltrix away, and then all we have to do is walk in with Crimson Blader, and Leah loses the entire game right there. However, we had a Dimension Slice on the board, making it an illegal activation of Cock-a-doodle-doo, and we have to take it all back. That is extremely, extremely soul-crushing for us. So the play that we wind up making is Schwartz Limit to get over Basiltrix with Dimension Slice. That's okay. I can still summon Nebthet and kind of wall up with Wyverburster, so that's our normal summon. We decide to not go in against the Cerberus. Leah draws another Hazy Flame Pillar, which is the best draw that we could have asked her to draw for us. Leah's going to summon another Blaster. Before she does that, she's just going to crash, get another Periton, and do it all again. Go into Basiltrix, 5-stack Basiltrix. We pretty much have no way to out this, and so we're just walling up every turn. And then Leah starts to get in, picking apart our board. There's really nothing we can do. We're setting Cock-a-doodle-doo to add the dragons to our hand, and eventually she picks apart our board enough and we can't find anything. Wow, Leah's hand was insane, but there were openings where we could have gotten in if she didn't get to Periton twice in a row, and if we had not set that Dimension Slice, we would have been in a much, much better position because Crimson Blader would have owned. So, was not a brick. It was a very good game. Actually, we just lost, and that happens, and it's okay. 60 card deniers. Game 2 is against Danny, and this one is just about as equally, if not more, heartbreaking than our game against Leah. Let's go ahead and analyze the opening hands. Danny wins the die roll. The opener is Bujingi Boar, Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, Bujingi Crow, Bujin Carnation. He always has it. He always has it. Danny always has the Bujin Carnation, Monster Slots, and Bujingi Turtle. Danny is very sad about this because he has no access to a rank 4 play, and so all he can do is set Bujingi Boar and pass it to us. Our opening hand is Joseph Rothschild Dragon, Redox Dragon Ruler of Boulders, 2 Nebthet, 1 Dragon Carnation, and Cock-a-doodle-doo. We open with Special Summon Cock-a-doodle-doo as a 4-star. That's just going to get Tribute Summon for Nebthet. Nebthet is going to sack Nebthet, popping the set card. We're going to go into Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord. If it gets left on the field, we can maybe pop it again. And if all Danny does is set another card, we get in for some 2k chip damage, set a Dragon Carnation, pass it right over. Danny's draw is Bujingi Warg. Danny is going to summon Collapse Serpent, make a King of the Feral Imps with the normal summon, adding Kage to adding the worked up type boy kneeling for the cross to hand. Danny decides to get over our Nebthet for 3,000. And then we make an incredibly sick play. We get to summon Joseph Rothschild Dragon, stack up with the Sun Dragon Overlord for Galaxy Eyes. We summon Redox. We're thinking, okay, let's just get in for as much damage as we can here. Banish these two, summon Redox, Dragon Carnation 1 back to our hand. Tribute summon over the boulders for Nebthet, and then we can Nebthet effect to pop the King of the Feral Imps, and this is where I could have won the entire game. I go to battle phase, getting in for a fat 5,000, and then I go ahead and read Tachyon Dragon. Let's go ahead and read it together. Once returned during the battle phase, at the start of your battle phase, you can detach one material from this card, negate the effects of all other face-up monsters currently on the field. Also, their attack and defense become their original attack and defense. A Wattail Dragon in attack position, summoned by Nebthet, would have had 0 attack, and then 2,500 with the effect of Tachyon Dragon, making lethal against Danny. I ask Danny to honorably concede to me. He refuses, of course. He's gonna go ahead and Bujingi Carnation, summoning out 2 dudes, summons Susanoo, normal summon a guy, summons Kage to Kage. Danny's going to monster slots. There we go. Summon Kage to Kage with its effect. Monster slots hit. No, monster slots did not hit. It had Wyver Burster, and then Wyver Burster got to summon itself, and then Danny clears our entire board, and then we're going to pray. Wound up Tight Boy kneeling for the cross, praying for the top deck, and it's Pokey Draco. Nothing to do about that. So, heartbreaking game. Should have been ours. We'll never read cards, because it's who we are. Here is our game against Joe. Oh my goodness. So we're both reportedly going to open penis hands. Although Joe's hand isn't even that much of a penis hand, he just can't do much with it turn 1. Joe's gonna go into Abyss Dweller. Hope that that's enough to stem the flood of my cards. So Joe's opening play was Goblinberg into Black Falcon into Abyss Dweller, set Dimension Slice, set XYZ block with Stream and Tetherwolf in hand. My opening hand is just as penis, if not more. Aberconway, Schwartz Limit, Dragon Carnation, Nuit, Wyver Burster, and Nebthet. It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad. We're just going to summon Aberconway, beat over the Abyss Dweller, and we're kind of thinking, oh man, maybe we can do it. Nope. That's a waterfall, and going to turn on all of what Joe needs. Stream Waterfall, summon Waterfall. Waterfall engraved to summon itself with the Abyss Dweller. Oh my god, what foresight from Joe. Absolutely insane. Summon a token, go into Mecha Pit, a Peace Drake, a sack, and beat over our dude. Oh my god, and he doesn't even need to stack up the second waterfall. It can just be Tetherwolf because these Mecha Pentapies are insane. Oh my god. We're going to summon Schwartz Limit. Sack over for Nebthet. Go ahead and summon Wyver Burst for all that. Dragon Carnation the Schwartz Limit back to our hand. Summon Schwartz Limit again. It's an okay play, but it's not great. We're going to try to clear out all these tokens. And then try to pop the Dracosack with the Nebthet. That would have been pretty good. We would have been in a pretty okay position, actually, if that was allowed to go off. It was not allowed to go off because of that XYZ block. Another Tetherwolf. Dimension Slice to go to Wyver Burster away. Joe really needed to have everything. Joe needed to have absolutely everything here. The deck is not bad. I bricked, but I still played a real game. The deck is not bad at all. These were really good games. They were not non-games at all, but if my deck had drawn any better of a hand, I think I really would have dominated in a lot of these games here. And finally, our game against Brent. Let's check out the opening hands. Brent wins the die roll. Brent's going to go set Danny Pawn, set Burst Rebirth, set Attention with monster slots Centipede and Ladybug in hand. Set Danny Pawn's not bad. That gets you Hornet and then can get the ball rolling. Our opening hand is pretty insane. Insane. That's Tefnut, Cerberus, Dragon Carnation, Pokedraco, Periton, and Sparks. We open with Special Summon Tefnuit, Tribute over for Periton. Tefnuit effect, summon Wattail Dragon out. Periton effect, pitching Cerberus. Summon Cerberus and Sphinx. We activate Sphinx effect, calling monster. We miss! 52 monsters, 8 spells and traps, by the way. We leave the Cerberus on field, stacking up the Sphinx and the Wattail Dragon for Gauntlet Launcher, saying, okay, let's just start pushing. Let's get 1,000,000 damage in. Lucky hit. Danny Pawn does not get to proc off of being destroyed by a card effect. We get in for 45. Brent fumbles with Attention for a second. Pass it back to him, and Brent just decides there is not much to do off of that. We had a lot to do after that if we were allowed to keep going. Summon Pokedraco next turn into Search Pokedraco. Sparks effect, Dragon Carnation to add back probably Tefnuit off of the Banish. And then, oh my god, that's just... once this train starts rolling, it does not stop. Here is Leah's deck. It is Hazy Flames with a small Fire Fist package, and wow, I forgot that Leah had 3 Periton, 2 Basil Tricks. Of course she played this deck. I wonder if the trap card that banishes fires from your graveyard to banish cards from the opponent's graveyard is a Fire Fist card. That's really interesting if Leah was using the Fire Fists to search that out. That is actually really incredible. Leah has her 1 blaster that she can do fire things with the deck with. That's pretty crazy. 3 Tenki, and her trap lineup, Attention, BTS, Trap Hole, 2-Dimension Slice. Wow, Leah's deck was really, really strong. We're skipping over Danny's deck because I don't think he posted up, but I believe he told us that it was just the Bujingi list that he's always been playing, so just expect that. This is Joe's deck. I haven't gotten to take a look at it yet. Wow. 33 monsters. This is incredible. 3 Goblinberg, 1 Basilisk, 3 Herald. Joe sold me on this Heraldic Beast thing that searches you Basilisk. I didn't know it was whenever it gets sent to the graveyard, it goes off. That is absolutely insane with Redox. I maybe should have been on that when I played Catapult Bullblader. Only 2 Bullblader, though. Oh, it's just the good cards. It's just Black Falcon and Tetherwolf. Oh my god. 3 Pebbles, 2 Storms, 1 Stream. How did he come up with this? 2 Planet Pathfinder, 2 Tackle Golem, 1 Revival Golem are the only targets he's playing for Catapult Zone. 2 Dimension Slice, 2 XYZ Block. XYZ Block came in for him so big. Oh my god. I can't believe how consistent this deck was. That's absolutely insane. Oh my god, everyone's deck for the live show is so insane. It was good. It was an excellent live show. I'm humbled by my friend's abilities to build decks. And finally, here is Brent's deck, really valuing the board presence of Inzectors with things like Ghost Trick Mansion to protect his set monsters, Impenetrable Attacks, Birth Reburst. Really want to go all in on having access to an Inzector on board all the time. Beatron was crazy. Those Danny Pawns, the Ant. Yep. I don't know what all of these Inzectors cards do, but I know that the game plan was to swarm and to make big Hornet plays. Not sure what he was thinking with the 1 Day of Peace. Memory Loss came in, was actually a really good include. Not sure what the card in between Memory Loss and Impenetrable Attacks is. Oh, the Forest card to use as a Book of Moon was really good. Really insane. Everyone's deck was so good for this live show. I had fun. It was a ton of fun. I enjoy that everyone's deck was so high power level, and all the games are great. And that about wraps it up for Zexal. Boo, you suck. I mean, congratulations to Joe for getting his second season win in a row. That is really impressive. We are really entering a period of Yu-Gi-Oh! That he really understands, and oh, it's starting to feel like a really uphill battle to be able to compete at the same caliber that we were able to compete much earlier in the show. Zexal was an awesome time to play the game. It's really feeling like we're starting to play modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Or what was turning into modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We got to play a ton of awesome decks. My favorites being Air Traffic Barnacle Control, of course. The Wind-Up Zenmaines stuff was really awesome. Hazy Flames were my favorite. 60-card Dragon Rulers. Ghost Tricks, not so much. Oh, and Catapult Bull Blader. Oh my god, it's so hard to choose which one my favorite would have been out of those. Probably 60-card Dragon Ruler, although Catapult Bull Blader, what it was, is really close. The last thing that we're going to do before heading into Arc V is the Hidden Arsenal show, and so I'm going to be preparing for that. We don't know what the rules are going to be yet, but know that I'm going to try to play something goofy and fun to make a bad end for the Hidden Arsenal, which really I have you to thank for. Let's go. Give us Hidden Arsenal. We got it. Now it's just part of a normal thing, although I think Hidden Arsenal ends after Zexal, so I don't know what we're going to do after this for any sort of special supplementary show. And finally, I have some announcements. I'm happy to say that I have been streaming Mondays pretty regularly now, from about 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern, to 8:30 Pacific, 11:30 Eastern time. So if you want to come out and hang out, check out what's going on stream, I'm normally doing either progression playoffs polls or building preparation for progression playoffs, playing Master Duel, or whatever else we're doing. So that's Mondays, 5:30 Pacific. If you want to come hang out, I'd really appreciate it. Another thing that I think I'm deciding to do from now on is I'm either going to add another dedicated stream day, or I am going to add this segment to Mondays where I, Govone13, read every single card in the upcoming progression playoffs set on stream, because I don't know what the cards do. And I am so tired of making misplays because I do not know the text of the cards in my own deck. So I know I said I was never going to read, but I think reading is actually in my best interest if I really want to keep up going forward. So expect a reading stream where I read every single card in the list and give some sort of judgment about it that will be able to tell me if I need to look out for cards like that, what cards to ignore, what to build around. It'll be good for everyone, because this is such a period of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I am unfamiliar with. And so, reading. With that, everyone, let's look forward to a bad end in the Hidden Arsenal show, and bad ends as we continue to go into Arc V Season 5 of Progression Playoffs. Thank you so much, everybody. Look forward to the next bad end. See you later.